Hi, my name's Leo and I'm a boat builder and a sailor. A few years ago I bought a very old and quite famous wooden sailing boat for the price of $1. And since then I've been rebuilding that boat from the keel up with the help of a lot of amazing people. Well, we've got a few different things going on in this episode, and the most exciting thing of course is that we're going to be taking Tally-Ho out on her first sea trial, and that means going outside of the harbour into the open water, and we're going to be testing the engine, the electric propulsion and various other things while we're out there. Also in this episode, we're going to be looking at the saloon table, how it was built, how it functions, how it looks in the boat right now. But before we get to any of that, we've got a couple of little jobs to do on the boat before we can go out. We're going to fill the water tanks and we're going to install the engine room door.
Coming down. Yummy.
So what are we doing, Joe?
We have this flow meter here we need to zero out. And we are going to fill the water tanks. We filled them already, but we didn't have the depth gauges set up. They're ultrasonic gauges, Maritron gauges that are going to tell us how much water we have, but we have to calibrate them. So we need to fill the tanks up, and we're going to do it in 10-gallon increments and then do a calibration process. See? Maybe we'll stop at 5. Starboard. Oh, here we go. Fill.
I still got it.
Okay, I got it now.
All right. And then we'll want to come in hinge first.
Hinge first?
Oh. Yeah.
Come on, dude. I'm trying to get out of here.
Well, hey, God damn it.
You ask a guy to carry your 100-pound door around and he takes his damn time.
And he takes a walk in the park, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's not the stuff I need to fill that.
Let me.
Beer.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Look at that, dude.
Ooh, that's dumb.
I know. It's crazy, dude.
That's sick.
Brass let into that backer piece so that doesn't wear it down over time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So we're gonna remake these and put a little extendo in the back so you can grab it as a handle. Thanks, y'all.
Wow. Man, the table, the doors.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy in here.
Alright. Man, wherever are we gonna put this?
I don't know. I wish that there was a spot decided already.
Lowering.
Lowering. Nice, dude.
That is satisfying. You gonna take it from you, Leo? Yeah. Can you holler at me if I'm about to hit the hatch? Sure will. How far? There we go. Should just lock. Awesome. That is so great.
That's such a good use of space.
So Tally-Ho's dinghy is stowed on deck, and you probably saw the really cool little blocks that Zeal made that sort of catch the edge of the hull when it's upside down and stop it from moving around. He also put in some pad eyes on the hatches, which give us some really strong points to lash the dinghy down to. So with all that, it'll be really secure when the boat is out at sea. Now, I just want to give a quick shout out to our friends at Admiral Ship Supply, which is our local marine chandlery and boat building supply store, and it's just over the road there inside the boatyard. Bob and his team at Admiral are super friendly, really knowledgeable. They've helped us out with all sorts of things, including Tally-Ho's anti-foul, which they supplied for free, which I'm very grateful for. But they also stock all sorts of other boat building materials which can be quite hard to find. And they put on an awesome barbecue a couple of times a year for all the people in the yard. So thanks to Bob and everyone at Admiral Ship Supply. Now, we're going to go back in time a little bit right now so I can show you the construction of the saloon table. I want to show you the finished thing, but first I want to show you how it was made and how much skill and care went into it. George started making this quite a while ago by painstakingly removing the rivets and fastenings from Tally-Ho's original planking and replacing them with bungs of the same material. So this table is all made of Tallyho's original teak planks.
So keeping in theme, I made the table using a mixture of both modern and traditional joinery. All of the long pieces in the table are joined together using domino joinery, but at the ends of the table there are tenons cut into those long pieces that match mortises in those breadboards that run across the width of the table. When those ends of the table might get leaned on, the tenons will provide support and keep that piece from being snapped off. Like in the galley, we decided to use fiddles or sea rails to keep things on the table from sliding off in heavy weather. We decided we wanted to make them removable so that the table could be used to make another double berth. And the way we did that was by drilling holes and inserting copper sleeves in those holes along the perimeter of the table. And then in each of the fiddles, we threaded and epoxied bronze rods that we also threaded the ends of so that those rods could slide into the sleeves and be thumb screwed down to the table. For me, one of the most satisfying parts of working on this project has been the opportunity to reuse old pieces of tally-ho in our rebuild. Using this older lumber has been an absolute joy because the ring structure in this old growth teak is very different from what you'll find in most modern grown teak. And it's been absolutely fascinating to see the difference in woodworking and smell and everything.
So the saloon table is in, and of course it looks beautiful. George did a really nice job of putting this all together, repairing all the old holes in the old teak planking, and you can see it's just really beautiful wood. Really cool to have another part of the original boat reused in the interior. Now it's got these 4 fiddles all the way around, which will stop things falling off the table when you're at sea, and that's really important. But they're only attached with thumb screws, and so they can just be easily taken out when you're in port and you want to be able to use the table a bit more like a conventional table in a house. Of course, when you're at sea, things like this need to be really strong because you could easily fall into it, lean against it, or just need to grab onto it to steady yourself. So we put quite a lot of thought into how this table is attached to its legs and how the legs are attached to the boat. And we ended up making some really heavy duty stainless steel brackets. So there's some brackets on the bottom of the table, which the legs slot into, and there's some brackets underneath the sole, which are kind of bolted to the structure of the boat, and again, which the legs slot into. Now I've made it all removable, so the legs are clamped into each bracket with a couple of bolts that rest on metal pads in the leg. And part of the reason that we've done that is because this table can actually go down and make a double berth with the seating. So we have some shorter legs. So to do that, you just take the table out, replace the legs with the shorter ones, and put it back down. And then this cushion goes on top of the table and should make a nice big double berth here. You can, of course, get special table legs which go up and down for this sort of thing, but they look much more modern, and I don't think they would fit the aesthetic of the interior very well. These legs are really strong, they're very simple, very sturdy, and very simple to change out as well. It's just a little bit more work, but I don't think it'll have to happen very often either that the table goes up and down. So really pleased with how this has all come together. One more thing we're going to do in here is make a bench that goes on this side of the table so that people can sit all the way around it. So we're about to go out for our first sea trials, which is absolutely terrifying, but very exciting. We're not going to be putting any sails up or anything, we're just running the engine. We want to test it while the boat's moving and at full power and that kind of thing. So we're going to go to the fuel dock, fill up with diesel, and we're going to be calibrating our diesel tank senders at that same time, so that in the future we'll know how much diesel we have in the tanks pretty accurately. And then we're going to go out and drive around a bit and come back in, hopefully with no disasters on the way. It is a very low tide right now, so I'm cautious of running aground, which isn't actually the end of the world if it happens. But other than that, it's just a little breeze, the sun's out, pretty exciting. We're only going to the fuel dock right now, so there's not too much to talk about, but we're just going to back out, go up there. Paddy, do you want to tend this valve screen?
Yeah.
Let's take off all our lines apart from number 2.
Bob.
Alright, cast off on the valve screen. You try to get aboard, clap.
I'm trying to get in the shop. Somebody here has the key. Fender. Okay. Well down. Through the hosel.
About 1.5 with dock. Springs across where you want it.
Let's take that to that page. There you go. Hey man, how you doing?
Howard?
Thank you.
All right, I'll drag out some hose.
Great. At the machine, forming out the numbers.
Yep.
So basically you go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
What do we got there?
9.904.
9.9.
There you go. So just take it as far forward as you can.
Pumping.
Looks like we still got room.
110.0.
Yeah, they're big tanks.
I know, bigger than I expected.
So that's 140, Joe. An inch to an inch and a half below the standpipe.
I like that.
Okay, we'll stop there.
Yeah.
140 is a good number.
It is a nice round number.
Lucky number.
Nice one-person job.
Yeah, easy.
All right, cast off.
3-0 sprint to building.
Holy moly.
Crazy. Screw you, man. This is my spot. I think a little steering wheel right here and a horn. You're way overpropped.
Ready?
Yeah. This is the max we're getting is 2,000 RPM. Oh, it's over pitch. No, we gotta reduce the pitch. You see what I'm talking about as far as the RPMs. Just creep up on it. You'll be like, oh shoot, I'm not getting any more RPMs, but the lever's still moving.
Yeah, I see it.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
So we'll either need to get a diver to go down or need to haul back out to adjust that.
Yeah. We're banking now. 8 knots.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Feel it rocking over. Feel a little bit.
So the first part of our sea trial was testing the diesel engine. And quite apart from just being out there and it feeling so incredible to have the boat out of the harbour and driving around, the testing also overall went really well. The engine ran really smoothly and it was pushing the boat along at 8 knots, which is pretty incredible. It was faster than I was expecting. We did find one issue, which is that we're currently overpropped, and that's to do with the pitch of the propeller not being quite matched to the engine. And that just requires some adjustment of the propeller pitch, we think. We've got a little bit more investigating to do. But overall, really happy with how the engine was running generally. The next part of the sea trial was to test the electric propulsion. So we did that, and you can't really hear it because it's so quiet, but we drove around a little bit using the electric power, testing the speeds at different throttles and testing the current draw and so on before we came back in and moored in our berth again.
All right, let's see how this works.
Yeah. Just taking off.
Crazy, guys. sinking some power. Pretty freaking cool though.
If we do come in the stern, we'll go forward leading spring first. It should go smoothly, but really anything could happen. Gonna let the wind blow the bow around.
Yep. There you go.
Right.
I got the end of that deal.
Yeah.
It's like you squared
Yeah,
off.
would you get that on this?
Yes, sir.
Right there. Thanks. Little slack.
Yeah.
Go for it. Just another couple feet.
You like it, Leo?
Yeah, I like it.
He likes it.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice parking, dude.
Thanks. So overall, our very first sea trial went really well. It just felt incredible to get the boat out of the breakwater, out into the bay, feel her moving, feel her responding to the helm, and of course testing the engine and other systems was really important. We've got a lot more of that to do. We've got a bit of investigating in terms of our overpropping issue, and we're going to be going out again very soon. But for now, thanks a lot for watching, and a massive, massive thank you to everyone who has donated or otherwise supported this project. It does make a huge difference. It means we're able to carry on doing this work, and it means we're able to keep on making and editing these videos. So I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.